Prison Break. Author, Agamora. Crossdress Small World, Part 5, Being Discovered. I spent 2 years infiltrating and working as a saleswoman in Peace Food Company. During the past 2 years, I have lost my self-esteem. I accept to do things I don't want to obey the will of my superiors. Therefore, in just 2 years, I was promoted to the manager of the entire chain of stores nationwide. I got promoted in a profession with almost no growth potential. I also practice my beauty skills day by day. So up to now, I have played the role of Lana girl perfectly. Sometimes, I can't even remember if I'm Tade or Lana. I also follow the news on TV and the internet every day. But the strange thing is, why 2 years ago, the police still have not found my whereabouts? Could it be that the girl named Lana has not discovered that she has lost her documents and savings? I don't care about that anymore. Anyway, I'm safe for now. In front of the shameless superiors, I dressed up and performed many provocative actions to lure them in. Many people blatantly touched my body. However, I always know when to stop. If I let them get too deep, they'll find out that I'm not a real girl. So, the heaviest contact is mostly just a kiss on the lips. Although I feel very disgusted, but because of the big mission, I can defy everything. Either way, I feel like I have nothing left to lose in my life. I did this not simply to get promoted, but also to make the company's seniors notice my appearance. Everything was going according to plan until one day, I read information that the police were aggressively relaunching the old prison escape case. I aroused a strong sense of anxiety. I realized I needed to speed things up even more. That's why, during this time, I became more and more daring. Not long after that, the company's seniors began to notice my presence. The whole company whispered about the appearance of a beautiful store manager who had just joined the company not long ago. One day while working, I received a summons from the president's office. I realized, finally, my chance has come. I report that I will come as soon as the working time is over. I'm not in a hurry to meet Daniel right away because I need some time to prepare. Plus, I think a sense of expectation is more likely to yield better results. That day, I could not fully concentrate on work. I am contemplating how I will approach Daniel properly. As soon as I got off work, I rushed back to the apartment I rented near the company. I need to change my outfit a little to attract him. I took off all of the saleswoman's clothes I was wearing. It was just a simple uniform consisting of a company t-shirt and trousers. I am also currently wearing a very simple white lingerie set. The whole outfit is not sexy at all. I opened a drawer and pulled out a pair of my sexiest black lace lingerie. Women's panties designed in French cut lace style, very thin and small. The bra is also completely lace, the hook is located in the front. Recently I have also learned how to create a fake breast with silicone pads and how to hide the meat on the bottom. Therefore, I am completely confident in wearing even the sexiest lingerie. Due to my destination and the president's office, I had to choose business attire. I chose a white short-sleeved blouse with a very feminine design with a deep neckline that went down to the breast, revealing a sexy cleavage. The blouse is also quite thin, just at a glance you can see the sexy bra inside. I chose a beige skirt with a rather short thigh split. For the best effect, I don't wear tights to show off my long, bare legs. Recently, I have spent a lot of time and money to heal and beautify my feet. Now, I can confidently show it off. I apply makeup according to the most sexy trend. I also restyled my hair to make it really bouncy. This is my natural hair, not a wig anymore. For the past 2 years, to perfectly play the role, I haven't cut my natural hair either. I sprayed some female perfume on my body before looking in the mirror. After feeling everything was fine, I put on a pair of high heels to accentuate my long legs. Next, I choose a suitable handbag and then return to the company. On the way to the president's office, countless admiring glances from everyone turned towards me. Especially the big-bellied department heads, they looked at me like I was a lamb among hungry wolves. I didn't pay too much attention to them because once I was noticed by the high-level company, even if I gave them gold, they wouldn't dare touch a single hair of my hair like before. I walked up to the door of the president's office and knocked. Inside, a voice called out, "Come in." It's been so long, but I can't ever forget the voice of this damn man. I answered and opened the door and stepped inside. At this time, Daniel was standing with his hands clasped behind his back and facing the rear window. Seeing me enter, he turned to look at me and then smiled. "I have heard a lot about your recent anecdote, the beautiful new employee who joined my company. I am very happy to have such a beautiful, charming girl under my command." I replied in a female voice, "It's a pleasure for me, sir." He suddenly held out his hands and said, "Do you want to take it one step further? You know what you have to do, right?" I gently nodded and walked over to him. At this moment, I quickly pulled out the electric baton prepared in my body and waved it at him unexpectedly. But unexpectedly, Daniel easily dodged my attack. He pulled out a small knife and stabbed me in the stomach. I received his stab, fresh blood splattered the abdomen of the white blouse. I agonized and fell to my knees, still clutching the wound in my stomach. Daniel sat down on his chair as if nothing had happened. He laughed and said, "Long time no see, my old friend, Tade. Why use this kind of welcome to see old friends again?" I gritted my teeth and cursed, "Bastard. So you already know?" Daniel answered me with a mocking face, "You think I'm so stupid that I'm not wary at all? Don't forget that your escape from prison was not discreet at all, the media still covered hot news for a long time. I've been on guard since then. Then by chance, just a few days after you escaped from prison, my company suddenly came up with a new person trying to find a way to be famous at the company. Maybe because you were too eager to get revenge before being caught by the police, you were careless. Now you just sit there and wait for the police to come and take you away. I was the one who voiced the call to the police to restart the manhunt to lure you in." I still managed to force a reluctant smile. "Looks like I'm dead, doesn't it? But if I run out now with this wound and report your crime, you won't be okay either." Daniel laughed again, "Ha ha, you can do it if you want. Do you know why this company hire a lot of employees but no one has quit yet? Some like-minded person were already part of us, and those who weren't like-minded ended up not so different from you now. In other words, all the staff in this building are currently mine. No matter what you do, it will only work against you." I lowered my head in helplessness. I said as if mocking myself, "As I guessed, I would never have believed an asshole like you could do a clean business. I've been cornered, but I don't want things to end like this." I suppressed the pain, stood up and rushed out the door. Daniel were quite surprised by this action of mine, so he stood still for a while. Then he sent his men around to arrest me. On the way to escape, I conveniently threw away my entangled high heels. I'm glad I wore a mini skirt because it's making it easier for me to move around now. I am not willing to be caught by the police again after all these years of trying. I kept running, avoiding places with a lot of people. This was the third time in my life that I had to run for my life for the police. The first time was when Daniel denounced me, the second time was when I and my inmate escaped from prison, and this is the third time. After running to a hidden corner, I couldn't hold back anymore. My eyes blurred, then I fell down on the street and no longer know what happened after that. To be continued. Today's story would like to stop here. Thank you for watching. Please like and share for people with similar interests to motivate me to develop my channel. Goodbye and see you in another story.